Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our production database demonstration today. My name is Sei Asanuma, and I will be in charge of today's training. So I still see people coming to our session. So I would like to give you a quick introduction about our production test, and then we'll follow by the demo in the bliQ database. Before anything, so we're using Zoom for today's training platform. So when you initially enter the room, the virtual meeting room, you will be muted by automatically. So you don't have to worry about the noise or sounds around you. It will not be heard. And also due to a monitor of my training session, and also will be asked for the recording data for this training. So I would like to let you know that this training is recorded. I would like to ask for your understanding. Okay, let me go through this PowerPoint to give you a brief introduction about our production database. So our production testing started very long times ago, started in 2008. And after that, many years has passed by, and probably around like 3 years ago during the TAC meeting, and we start to talk to vendors directly and ask for their feedback, opinions, and we gathered them together and become a new test method for production devices. And the new production method, we call that production 2.0, was officially launched last year. And since that, we have many devices has tested under this production 2.0. And then the database was first released to the public in June of 2021 this year. And we also announced the Pro 2.0 awards in this April. So right now we have a production 2.0 and a 2.0 Lite. And this is two types of production test that we're doing right now. So here you will see in more detail is comparison as the very original production 1.0, which started back to 2008. So as you can see here, you don't have to go through every single minor items right now. Just want to have you overview that the 2.0 compared to 1.0, we have much more comprehensive items than before. Whoops, sorry. So you see right now the production 2.0 is comprehensively covering much more items than before. Let me go quickly through the data, the test suite. So productivity, which is speed, and image quality, media handling, and usability. These are four major factors that we're looking into for all the production devices. So for productivity, we were sending all various job tickets to the engine and test the engine speed. And also we're running those long run tests, which last about 90 minutes, not about exactly 90 minutes. For light version, that's 60 minutes. And among them, we're also measuring the speed. And also we're testing for the banner paper, and also two kinds of rip test. One is a simple rip and another complex rip. For the 90 minutes long run test, right now you're seeing the actual test target that we're using for the test. So you see this various target from the business card to like a postcard, a brochure, and the restaurant menus. And they're all printed on sometimes coded stock and sometimes on their thick paper. and sometimes requires a finishing option. And these are the 6 90 minutes tests that will be conducted for the production 2.0. And next, image quality. So image quality is just many things will be measured inside the test suite. So first of all, among that long run test, we'll be gathering sample from the very beginning. And after that, every 30 minutes. So in 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and the very last 90 minutes, we'll collect the samples and using some monitors and some special equipment or special tools to measuring the gamut and to also the color drift, color accuracy, and also for other test target, we're using to value the text and fine line as well as halftone. For media handling, this is more looking at the size of the media range and also the weight of the media range, as well as the media profile adjustment option, and also what kind of finishing options are being embedded to the device. And lastly, usability. So usability can be briefly divided into 3 sections. One's from user operation point of view, and after that is the key operator maintenance. So including some daily maintenance or some regular maintenance. And lastly, job management. So these are 3 major factors that would take into place for the usability. Okay, so that's a quick introduction about our production task suite. Let me switch to the actual database right now. So I'm showing everyone the keypointintelligence.com is our website. Oh, by the way, whenever if you have question, please mouse over the Zoom menu bar. You will see a Q&A icon goes up, and you can just click that. You will see a chat window. You can type your questions in there, and we'll be able to see that. And for those questions, I will answer them in real time during the session. If there are questions or requests I need to follow up, we'll certainly do by email. So if in that case, please make sure you leave your email address with us. Okay, so if everyone has the sign-in address or your bliQ ID, please sign in with me. So you just mouse over the sign in and please select bliQ. So use the email address and your password to sign in. So first you sign in, you will see the My bliQ page. This is the landing page for the bliQ database. And here, this is one thing, profile. Before we go to the search, I would like to change the country in my profile. So previously I did some Australia session, so it's been set for Australia. Maybe today we change it to, hold on, what happened? Okay, Singapore, and have a save. So make sure you have the country that you search the most in the system and save that country as your preferred country. Then we go to the search, the second tab on the top. Okay. And you see here is my previously search history. It's left it over like this when I just logged out. So first, please take a look, the blue button here. That indicates that what database category you're in right now. So we would like to focus on the production database. So please select Pro Hardware. And before you do any new search, just in case, please use the X button here to clear all the conditions that might have left over from your previous search. So reset that. Seems like now we can start doing a new search right now. So for the production database, not like Office, there are so many devices out there. So for production, most likely people are have a particular device in mind that they want to look into. So in that case, okay, so let's start. You just click on the search window. So for example, I'm looking for Fujifilm Versant 3100i press. So you don't have to type the whole thing. All I did, I just typed 3100, and that will give you the two candidates. So whatever the device name contains 3100, that will show as a candidate for you. And right now, if you open the chat window, you'll see my colleague sent out a model list for all the production 2.0 test suite. So the device that you're looking at right now, including this Versant 3100i press, those are all in the production 2.0 already. So you might want to take a memo of those, and you can have them take a look afterwards. So let's select the Versant 3100i press. And after that, there's one little tip. You just need to type a comma. And after that, you can start a brand new search. So for example, this time I'm looking at Konica Minolta Acropress Thief 14,000. And I type 14,000 and they give me candidate. I just simply click on that. And you type a comma again. Next time, maybe we are looking for a Ricoh device. So Pro C 7210. So let's select that. And lastly, I'm also looking at a Pro C 9210 this time. Okay, I searched these 4 devices from the model list under production 2.0. You can do the same thing as I do. And once you have everything searched ready, all you need to do, you need to click select. So once you have this select clicked, that means it will be bookmarked this device for you at the compare tab. So whatever device that you want to take a look afterwards, or you want to compare with each other afterwards, make sure you click this select. It's a very convenient function. And for this favorite, you see my favorite and it's here and there. And if you have this favorite checkbox checked, so let's move to the compare. I will show you where your favorite will be showing. So all these 4 devices that I checked selected, they're showing here. But if you have also saved those devices in your favorites, you can also find them from here. Add a favorite. See, this is my favorite list. And maybe we can find, let me find one like this one maybe. And we added Xerox one maybe. You save it. And these 2 will be newly added. Will be now it's a 6 device like this. Okay, so also a little tip or little functions can make your daily search more efficient and make this database more convenient for you. at this side by side, and you can see all the spec, the basic spec information about these 6 devices all together, and you can compare them across. So that's why it's very convenient. You have those, your device, or those competitors' device, and showing them all together. And we're at this right now, we're at a specifications page. And let's move down to the ratings. So among this gray area here, you can see them as index for all those devices. So you can feel free to click anywhere, just go ahead. And this is provide you with a different aspect of those devices. Let's go to ratings. So ratings. Oh, it's not here yet. You know what? Just by comparison, maybe I want to add more old production device to it, and so that you will see the difference. Maybe I will add Versant 180i press, and also click select. Oh, this one is not. Hold on. $180. 180 press. Oh, wait a minute. This one's not, doesn't have test report, huh? Anyway, forget about that. Okay, sorry about that. Let's go back to the compare. And first thing you will see at the rating. So the rating will be showing you very high level rating for all these devices. And one thing you want to take a look is the tester program. Right now, since today, we're focused on the 2.0. So they're all either 2.0 or 2.0 Lite. And if you have 1.0, I tried to find one, but this one doesn't have it. And 1.0 will not show you at the same height on purpose, because even though if they're having same 4 stars or 5 stars, the production 1.0 5-star does not equal to production 2.0 5-star. So that's why we purposely doesn't show them side by side. If you have some old production devices showing, the 1.0 result will be showing underneath here, around here. So just try not to confuse people. And this, you still see the 4 the major factors: image qualities score, speed, which is productivity, usability, and media handling. These are the stars showing you 4 stars. So this is just a very high level in rating. Once you move forward, going to strength and weakness, the beauty on the side by side is you can see all those kind of strengths, the weakness or score side by side among your device versus the competitor's device. So it's very nice. You can see that across all together. So that's a very good way to do that. If you open the test report, I will walk you through one afterwards. But will gives you more detail, obviously a lot of detailed information, but you can just see one device at once. So, you know, this side by side is beautiful. So we see some, you know, good strength and weakness but listed underneath each device like this. Is everyone following me? Do we have any question so far? Everyone's okay? Okay, let's keep going. We go to key finding. So key finding is also divided into image quality, speed, usability, and speed, usability, media handling, but in much more details. So we start from image quality. You see it divided into further like color drift and the registration drift, color accuracy. Those are all also gamut, are all collected from a sample that doing that long run 90 minutes test. And from every 30 minutes, we collect samples and to test those drift and the color accuracy changes, if there is any. And those score will be showing like this for you. I guess they're all for the delta E score showing that. And also after that is just a normal text and fine line, and also the halftone followed. And if there's other things worth to be mentioned, they will be listed in other. And after that will be speed. Is also first one comes to the place is the long run speed. So that 90 minutes, we try to measure those, how much the engine speed is scored during that 90 minutes test for the different test target. And the headline engine speed, job ticket, and also RIP test. Remember I told you we have tested two types of RIP. One's a simple RIP and another is a complex RIP. And the banner paper, so we have tested two types of banner paper. One is a 660 millimeter and another is a 1200 millimeters. And usability, and from the user point of view and the operator maintenance point of view, we have those kind of items listed up for you. So it's more like setup, you know. And lastly, media handling. So from the size and the weight, a range of the media, how well those be handled, and the feeding, as well as finishing options. So those are summarized inside the key findings. So this will give you a very good overview about the test for the test result for each device. If you just, you know, want to quickly grab something, maybe a strength and weakness and the key findings is good enough for you to have a fundamental understanding for each device. And after that, image quality. So image quality here, this whole page here is concentrating on the image quality, and they give you more details by score. So starting from color drift. So you see the postcard and business card and the menu, restaurant menu, that one. I show you the thumbnail of that for the previous PowerPoint file. and also registration drift, so by millimeter. So still from, beginning at the end, after 90 minutes, how much the color drift, registration drift happened before and after 90 minutes. And so the color accuracy, and we have two types of score, is a coded media and uncoded media. They're all showing about the delta E score. So before, and I didn't know that the orange, the Home Depot orange, is actually a very difficult color to produce. So you see the average score is much higher than the 4.0. And the second color is pretty difficult, is this Cadbury Pantone kind of purple. This is relatively, everyone is, kind of high score for those two colors, are very difficult. So no wonder for the fifth station, lots of, device has orange color for that. That explains why. And the uncoded media, similar delta E score is listed here. And the gamut, for those gamut, here the good thing is you can see those gamut still side by side. And let me try to enlarge that for you. For blue and green is actually showing by comparison. In blue, we're using US swap. So this blue circle or blue shape here, that's US swap. For green, we're using Foreground 39. So this green thing inside. So everyone's doing a fantastic job. Pretty much, is all fully well covered around those, actually beyond either US swap or Foreground 39 shape. You see, once we go to the test report, it will have a better resolution picture. So if you want to look into very detail, that might be a better choice. Okay. So for those in the image quality, if you ever wonder, what's the text on fine line, and you see this as a blue question mark there, you can just simply mouse over and that will tell you what the text and fine line means, or our definition for that. And halftone as well, it tells you we're using multi paper and to do those kind of the halftone image quality test. And this section is only contribute to image quality. And the last page is a speed test result, which is a productivity. And right now, the speed test can show up to 4 devices all at once. So right now we have 5 devices here. I guess, yeah, this is good. But, if you want, you can just by clicking those and click update, that would be good. But I would like to give it away. I still want to see the C14,000. So the first will show you the headlight engine speed. And you see the orange question mark here. And now, not just the mouse over, you need to click on that. And that will open a, come on, it doesn't open. Let me show. Oh no. We have some bug here. Supposedly it should show you the a thumbnail of the test target and also let you know overview, like what kind of document is that, like the description, for example, so simplex or duplex, and also how much the media weight being printed, That type of information should be provided. Let me see if I refresh the page, if that will allow me to do that. Here we go. So for headline engine speed, they tell you we're print a 48 pages document and test those engine speed by each device. So from the first 4 charts here, this is by paper size. So each line here is A4, A3, and SRA3. Same thing here. And each chart are representing each different model. And the last 4 charts here, actually 3 charts here, will be by paper size. So that's why here, the line meaning by each device. So this is a KM ArcoPress C14000, and this is the Ricoh Pro C9210, and this is the Ricoh Pro C7210, and this is a Versant 3100i. So if you see, for example, those the 7210 where the Versant 3100 is being cut at 350 and 400. It just simply means these 2 devices, this only support up to 350 GSM, and the Versant only support up to 400 GSM. And that's all about it. And that's why we never tested beyond that. And this is for A4, and this is for A3 size, and last chart is for SRA3. And follow that. This is the job ticket score. And still, you can, yes, this for job ticket, and this is the 48 pages document that we used. But by printing those 48 pages, we're sending various job tickets. So sometimes you need to switch trays, and sometimes you need to use a mixed media from the thick media to the very 80 GSM normal paper. And sometimes you're using like a thick media for the cover and then 80 GSM for rest of the pages. And sometimes requires a staple and a saddle stitch or just a booklet, things like that. So all this kind of job ticket being performed during the test. And now you will see, you know, from the just a normal 80 GSM, but with the tray switching. And this is a mixed media quantity. And this is for cover page using 200 GSM, 300 GSM, 350, 400 GSM for paper, for cover. And those are the, mix of color and mono, and sometimes simplex, sometimes duplex. And those after that will be require some sort of finishing functions applied to those jobs. Okay. And this is 90 minutes. So you have seen the same thumbnail from the PowerPoint. So, but this gives you more detail. For example, this postcard here is printed on 300 GSM and is coded, but the size is SRA3. And for the menu, is uncoded paper, and it's a duplex, and it also is SRA3. Things like that, you know, that gives you a better idea what type of a media being printed and exactly what file being printed for those tests. And those are time being taken. The ppm here, the output impression number are showing here by device. And lastly, that's banner speed. So banner, we're using two types of banner, 60 millimeter, 1200 millimeter. And this is actually thumbnail for the actual target we printed during the test. And for 360 millimeter, we do the simplex and duplex. And for another one, the longest banner is only simplex. So the speed, it gives you a very good view of that, how the device perform during all different jobs. And if you want to, for example, you only want to compare, for example, you want to give away, only want to compare the Pro C 9210 versus the AcryPress C 14,000. You uncheck everything else and click update. And now the following will recalculate for you. And here will be the first two chart will be by paper size. And this is a Pro C, and this chart is for C 14,000. And last three, this is only 2 lines here, and it's by paper size, right? And the rest now, just before previously it was 4 bars and now become 2. So as up to 4 devices, either you can limit to 2 or 3 devices and to do a quicker comparison like this. I like it. Before our database, it doesn't give you this much of detail. You need to go to the test report and look into them one by one. And now you can, do the side by side and do a little bit customization that will meet your own needs. Okay, any questions? Everyone, so it's good? No more questions? No questions? Okay, if no questions, let me check. Let's maybe go to a Pro C 7210. So once you click on the model name, it gives you product detail. The product detail equals to specification. And I want to walk you through a test report. So I just selected this 7210 as a sample. So if you want to take a look at the test report, you open the product detail page and go to the test results. And underneath test results, you can click the field test report. So for production devices, sometimes still vendor will ship their production devices to our UK lab, have our technicians to do the lab test, but maybe 70% we're actually sending our technician to the OEM site and to have those devices installed inside the OEM facility, and we go there and to do the field test. So that's why you call the field test report. And you open it, since the first you only can see this little page, you want to open a new window, and it gives you the full page of the test report. First, please check the production 2.0 report. And at the cover page, it gives you a front image of the device. And here is overall overall score for everything. Still starting from image quality, speed, usability, and then lastly, media handling. And there are hyperlinks embedded here. If you want to go directly to the color accuracy, you can just click like that. It takes you right to there. And move a little bit downward. and you see our take. So our take is after our technician did a hands-on test for those production devices, and they gathered their thoughts into the report and summarized into our take. And here is showing the when the test report being published. And move to the second page, you see the benefits. So the benefits is more from a end user point of view. If you purchase this device, what kind of benefits you can expect from this device? And follow to that, you will see advantages and limitations. So these two are by comparison. Advantages and limitations. Compared to similar class of device, what's good about this device being summarized into advantages, and what still can be improved are listed in limitations. So these two sections here are by comparison. And once you start to see image quality, and that start with the detail of the test report. Still, starting from the start, the overall high level scoring, and then key findings follow to that. And then image quality, stability. And those is the color and registration drift. The accuracy gives you the same thing that we just looked at it in at the bliQ databases side-by-side view. And now it gives you more like, analysis to that. And a gamut. See, those pictures are much more clear than the one in side-by-side. There's a better resolutions of photos for that. And if the device has a fifth station capability, for example, this one, and we will not test that, but we will mention that in the test report like this. So beyond CNYK capability, and we'll let you know this device has a fifth station is available, and what kind of color can be made available on the fifth station. After that, it's followed by text and fine line. And this file here is the actual thumbnail of the tester target that use it for text and fine line test. Halftone image, and those are the thumbnail for the tester target. And thirdly, speed. Oh, secondly, speed actually. And the key findings, those are exactly same from the side-by-side, but those kind of analysis is something you can only find in the test report. And long run speed analysis, short run speed analysis, banner speed analysis, and a simple rip test, and a complex rip test. And thirdly, usability. And from those three sections, user operation, key operator maintenance, and the device management. So you'll see some screenshot or a photo where I try to explain the usability for you. So the day-to-day running, the paper tray is always a definite item that we want to value. And if paper jam happened, we'll show you the location and how easy is that the control panel is just showing those introduction, how easy to follow that, and if you can just find the paper easily by following those instructions showing on the control panel. And after that, for the key operator maintenance, and it gives you by the 3 steps, so green, yellow, and red. So green obviously means that nice and quick. So for toner replacement with a container replacement, those are very quick. For fuser, for either cleaning unit or replacement, that will probably require longer time. Same as a drum, and also the fifth station, if there is necessary or there is available fifth station there, and shows the changeover time. And lastly, media handling. And the very last page, it gives you some supplementary information, such as a test location and the device configuration, including those the firmware version and the setting information, and the media used, as well as the equipment used for those devices for this test. And this is the last page of the test report. So we keep testing from now on. All the device, production devices will be tested underneath this 2.0 method. And we're still in real time, we're testing more device right now, and we're trying feeding those into the database as soon as we complete this report. So hopefully, as time goes, you will see more report and coming to our database underneath the production 2.0 report. And we still have some time available here, but I covered everything I want to for today. I would like to open for some questions or any feedback or request, anything you want to share with me. I would love to listen to that. Everyone's okay? Really? Wow. We just have a very quiet audience today. Okay. I see a comment. Thank you. Amazing information. Looking forward to using it. Thank you very much. So if once you log into that by yourself, and you may encounter some trouble, wait a minute, I thought she said that, but I forgot how to do that. If that ever happened to you, you know what, just feel free to find me. You can, here's my email address. Say sei.asanuma, ASANUMA, at keypointintelligence.com, and feel free to email me, and I would like to follow up for that. And before you leave this meeting, we would like to use the Zoom voting function, and please, to give us some of your feedback about my training today. So just 2 questions. 1, are you satisfied with today's training? 1 as worst, and 5 as yes, you are satisfied. And 2, would you like to get the training again? So you don't have to do the production again, but I'm doing other topics as well. For example, the office hardware and the solution hardware. And also I'm covering another section for the new functions into the Office database. So if you have interest in those, sections, please feel free to sign up. And also my colleague just kindly sent chat to everyone and to share the upcoming schedule for this month. So if you are interested, please, mark those time and date and register for the Zoom session. If no more questions, I will be staying here for another minute or two, make sure everyone's okay. But if no one, has further questions, and I'd like to thank you for joining me today. And please do take a good care of yourself. Thank you. Hope to see you soon sometime later. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all to leave the sweet notes for me.